Have with us Karthik ji, who will be giving the brief talk. I invite him to kindly come over here. Karthik ji has been, he delivers spiritual talks at different forums. He's, he's also been involved with a couple of other key organizations. I'll speak a little bit more about him after his talk. I request Karthik ji to enlighten us today.
Om Raviram Sarat Kumar. So namaste to one and all here. So in this current life, we all face a lot of problems in school, for exams. We have the tension, and at office and at our home, and we face so much problems that every day we face a lot of stress. So the problem begins when we realize, when we think we are doing something, we are responsible for things. Someone told this to me, so I am hurt by that. So when we relate that problem within us, so it becomes a stress. So the one tablet which is the solution for all these things, about that we are going to see now. So the topic which is given to me today is spirituality. So the moment when we think spirituality, we all think, many people think, it's like going to the temples, going around the temple, going around the tree. Some feel the spirituality means this. But spirituality is not same as religion. Religion may differ, but spirituality is universal. Spirituality also, people think spirituality means going away from livelihood, from the duties. But spirituality is doing all those things, being in the world more efficiently and effectively. So, for example, there is this fan rotating now. How this fan rotates? There's electricity. When there is no electricity, the fan can't move. So similarly, everyone needs this inner strength and inner energy. That is the spiritual strength. So we all have used gold chain, gold ring, everything. But what is the common thing? The gold is the common thing. Similarly, the common thing in all among us is the Atman, that is the inner strength. When we realize that we won't have enmity with anyone, we will have harmony, love, and friendship with all. So when you follow the spirituality, you get this commonness. So this DAV and Arya Samaj gives this knowledge of spirituality since childhood. So I am also a student of DAV. So here, before every session starts, every subject class session starts, we chant Om Gayatri Mantra. So this Gayatri Mantra from childhood, when it was given to me, that I didn't know the meaning. But in the future, I got to know that this gave me the spiritual strength and knowledge. Whenever there was any tension or anything, so I was able to chant this mantra and get back to my thing. And even Tiruvalluvar has told, Arutselvam Selvatul Selvam, Porutselvam Puriyar Kannum Ula. That is, money, wealth and property doesn't mean rich. Money can be with good people and bad people. But the real thing is the grace. When you have that grace, even after your life, that follows you. So this spirituality must be followed by all of us. In this life, we face a lot of thunders and lightning. When we have that spiritual helmet on us, it will be our armor and we can face our livelihood. And in our life, we all would have faced criticisms. Even the legends face criticism. For example, in our life, the important quotients are intelligent quotient, IQ, and emotional quotient. But the most important quotient is spiritual quotient. When the spiritual quotient is there in you, however height you go up, even if you fall, you will be protected. When you don't have spiritual quotient, when you fall, you go into pieces. We can see the references from many legends also. Everyone would know MS Dhoni, former Indian cricketer. So in his life, he has faced many criticism, and even during this IPL, Chennai Super Kings, when he didn't perform well, everyone criticized, what is this Dhoni, what he is captaining. But he never reacted to it. He was very cool and calm. So similarly, he has given many victories. The basic thing which roots him is spiritual strength. And even everyone would know this superstar Rajinikanth. So he is a conductor, he was a bus conductor, coolie, and now he's a big star. Despite his stardom, when one of his movies flopped, a movie called Baba, it was a spiritual movie, so he was put into so much criticism. But he bounced back and made another movie named Chandramukhi, and which is the India's highest running movie. He says, the faith which we have on our spiritual guru or God, the spirituality, that only keeps me going. And we all know A.R. Rahman. What did A.R. Rahman say when he won the Oscar? He said, Ella pugalum irevanukke. All glory is to God. So when we feel and think that we are not doing, and the God in me is doing the things, the stress is removed, the more tension is removed. So God takes care of us. For example, during exams, I had an habit in childhood. There used to come this Nataraja geometry box. There will be a God photo in that. Before, when the teachers distribute the examination papers, I used to be touching it, God, please give me good marks, like that. Then only I realized, at a point of time, I started to pray, God, please give me the focus to study well and pray. So that is spirituality. So God has given us all the talents, everything, but we sometimes blame the God. But, so, for example, we think, for example, in a railway gate or someone get dashed up, we think why the train has killed that person. But the God has given the senses to the driver, the senses to the person who crosses, everything. So it is, for us also, God has given everything, and we must realize that. We must realize that we are not doing that. And for example, there's one story. There was a farmer who used to pray to God daily. He prayed to God for all the wellness. Suddenly one heavy rain came and all his crops got washed away and destroyed. One fellow came and asked him, farmer, you are praying to God every day. Then why are you praying to God? The farmer said, I don't worry because everything is gone. I am praying for the strength to God to give me to sow the plants again. So whatever happens in life, we must have that strength to come up again. And regarding the loss of loved ones, we may be attached to many people. So attachment always gives hurt, and expectation always gives disappointment. So there must be always detached attachment. These all things can be learned only through spirituality. So we all connect to the body, connect to the outline of a person. But when we talk to a person, instead of seeing the face and only seeing his heart, we feel more harmony and love. So, and moreover, this criticism in life, maybe our relatives or anyone from colleagues or office, we have some grudge, like they told me like this, they told me like that. But the thing, a great saint, Yogiram Surat Kumar from Tiruvannamalai, he has told, in this world, nobody is left without criticism, without exception. All the great people have been criticized. Even Rama and Krishna, if Rama and Krishna were present today, they would also be criticized. So for criticism, we have to accept it and let's not run away. So whatever happens, when we have that acceptance, we don't feel broken. And when that acceptance come, when you have that spiritual strength, you will have faith and endurance to move on. And our Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji is a great example for this endurance. Many people would have told him chaiwala or anything, but never he got broken for that. And even Swami Vivekananda says that true strength is within us. And every student must realize we all have the magic inside us. Everyone is as powerful as God because we are all the forms of God inside. It is our manifestation differs. I am different, you are different. Just outside appearance is different. But inside we have the greater strength. And when God is guiding you, why should you fear for the exams or performance? And even if things don't go as planned, you still have the inner magic to rise again. What happened has happened. No use brooding over past. Spirituality teaches us to move on. And how do we develop spirituality? So being in DAV and related to Arya Samaj, there are so many activities where spiritual roots are developed from the childhood. When I did my schooling, there was Havan. For every Saturday we performed Havan. There was an MA class. So that all helped me to mold me. And simple things we can do easily follow is we all scroll Instagram and YouTube shorts for hours and hours, but we are not able to sit 2 minutes closing our eyes. So you can practice to close your eyes 2 minutes and sit without any books or phones, and practice gratitude. Thank your parents, thank your teachers, and thank God for every day. And chant Om thrice or odd number of times. It will help you. And I want to say a quote from Bhagavad Gita where Lord Krishna says, Mayi sarvani karmani sanyasyatma sedasa nirasir nirmamo bhutva yutyasva vigdajvaraha. It's the meaning in Tamil is எல்லா வேலைகளையும் என்னிடம் சமர்ப்பித்து மனக்கிளர்ச்சி இல்லாதவனாக தன்னுணர்வுடன் பொருள் ஈடுபடுவாய். That is, you submit all your works to me, dedicate to me, you work without any selfishness, and you work for me, I will take care. Similarly, when we realize our spiritual strength, we must think we are all the tools of God. We are all the tools in God's hand. Whatever we are doing, it's He is doing through us. When we leave that thing, we won't have selfishness, we won't have ego, and we would be able to do our fullest work for others. When we do work for others without any expectation, we get lot of strength. And when you pray for others, you get lot of power. So all selflessness is love. And thank you for this opportunity, Vikas Haryaji. Thank you.